Facebook has recently updated their consent prompt, and this will have an impact on us as advertisers. I want to explain a few things about this update. I record this video in 2021 in September. Their update started to go live, I think in July, but it's gradually reaching all the users in some European countries and some non-European territories as well. It's all related to GDPR and how GDPR works. The update is pretty easy to understand. Facebook will offer their users the option, the ability to opt out of cookie set on third-party websites. Basically, this has a major impact on how the Facebook pixel works, but also on how Facebook Conversion API works for those users. So let me show you how the new prompt looks like on a browser. When you visit the Facebook page, you will see this prompt message, the classic privacy stuff, and you have, of course, the option to accept all, but also these manage data settings. And there are some controls here. The first one, primary cookies from Facebook, but this is the one that is very interesting. Accept cookies from companies other than Facebook. Basically, this is about the Facebook pixel and Facebook Conversion API. And they give a very general explanation about what they do with those cookies. So you can say yes or no. They offer you other ways to control cookies, more information about advertising, and some help pages about how to control cookies in different browsers. But I will accept cookies, and I accept all. And I will show you also, this is the help page. I will actually link this help page in the video description. You have a list with the countries that will see this kind of consent prompt. The European Union countries, some non-EU members, again, some non-EU members. These are actually, I think, territories outside the EU. Some of them are in the Caribbean, pretty nice. And the United Kingdom. The UK is still under GDPR rules even after the Brexit. So these changes applies to them as well. Now, the most important thing I want to cover is how third-party data is impacted. Basically, if a user doesn't agree to third-party cookies, to Facebook using cookies on third-party websites, the Facebook pixel will not work at all for those users, and Facebook Conversion API will work, but will ignore the data stored in cookies on those websites. So for Conversion API events, matching is possible in this case only using contact information like email, mobile number, address, anything that you can send with your Conversion API events, and not that information that is stored in cookies, like the cookie ID, FBC or FBP, or the device identifier. So Facebook will ignore any information that is stored on cookies, even for Conversion API events. Now, it's important to remember, Pixel Your Site is able to send contact information, so personal information about the user, if the user is logging on your website when the event is fired. So for users that decided to opt out of third-party cookies on the Facebook prompt, Conversion API events will work for login users only. Last thing I want to mention, this consent prompt that Facebook has doesn't eliminate the need to have your own consent prompt on your website. So these are two different things. Facebook has one obligation to follow GDPR, but you as a business also have the same obligation to follow GDPR and inform your users, give them permission to opt out, and respect their choices. So yeah, Facebook has a prompt that covers third-party cookies, but you must have a constant message, a constant prompt as well on your website. For more details, go on the link in the video description and read this page. It's pretty informative, and you'll see how this update impacts your advertising.